And it all comes down to Georgia. President-elect Joe Biden and President Trump both heading to the state in the final push for votes, with the fate of the Senate hanging in the balance. And we begin with the Georgia runoffs this morning, and we are joined by Yahoo Finance's Jessica Smith. Well, Jess, as we mentioned, we're just one day away from voters heading to the polls. Now, we've already had millions of votes cast in the state, but then yesterday we, of course, got quite a wrinkle here. An unbelievable presidency for Donald Trump continues. We got a recording released by the president, or rather a recording released of the president, demanding that Georgia's Secretary of State, quote, find the 11,000 some odd votes that he needs. Jess, where to begin with this story and the just unbelievable audio that was leaked yesterday from, I guess the Secretary of State's office, basically saying it was us. And certainly now we are dealing with that fallout.
Yeah, the spotlight was really already on Georgia because of the runoffs. But now President Trump has really made himself the story here at the center of this controversy. It was an unbelievable call, as you said. And the Washington Post first released this audio yesterday of an hour-long phone call between the president and the Georgia Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger. And President Trump was pressuring him to flip the state of Georgia in his favor. In the call, he goes on and on about conspiracy theories. He reminds Raffensperger that he's a Republican. He insults him. He flatters him. And at some point, he seems to threaten him with some sort of criminal consequences if he does not cooperate. He also said it would hurt senators Perdue and Loeffler, who are fighting for their seats and to control the Senate. Let's listen.
So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state, and flipping the state is a great testament to our country, because, there's just, it's a testament that they can admit to a mistake, or whatever you want to call it, if it was a mistake. I don't know.
Now, throughout the call, Georgia officials say they stand by the results of the election. They rejected President Trump's claims. But now some Democratic lawmakers and experts are calling this an abuse of power. They say this could be a criminal offense. They say it could be an impeachable offense. So we'll have to see what happens going forward. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris was campaigning in Georgia yesterday. She called this a bold abuse of power. She says it was the voice of desperation. Now, both Trump and Biden are going to be in Georgia today. And on that call, Trump did say that he was going to repeat this message at his rally on Monday. So while we haven't heard much from him today, we could expect to hear more as he heads to Georgia later on.
Jess, safe to say the markets are not paying much mind to this latest scandal from President Trump. They're not thinking it's going to change the outcome of the election. However, they're paying a lot of attention to that runoff in Georgia. And you mentioned the various campaigning that's going to be going on there. Where do the polls stand at this point? And are we going to get any, I guess we won't get any update before tomorrow, that would take into account what happened over the weekend?
It's going to be a very, very tight race in Georgia. We are expecting it to be close. And there is some concern from Republicans that when President Trump is saying all of these things about the November election, he's casting doubt on the process. He has already at one point called these races, these Senate races, illegal and invalid. So there's concern from Republicans that he's going to discourage GOP turnout. So we'll have to see what kind of impact he does have going forward. But there is that concern that Republican voters are going to say, what's the point if they're doubtful about the election?
All right. Yahoo Finance's Jessica Smith with the latest on everything going on in Georgia. Jess, we'll certainly talk to you tomorrow and, of course, Wednesday as hopefully these results roll in. But at this point, who really could say?